Hi guys! So it is very early in the morning and I'm excited to be doing this video. So let me just get right in. So welcome to you all, and I'll just introduce myself first. My name is Aliyah. I am a stay-at-home wife. I homeschool my 3 boys, and yeah, that's just a little bit about me. But I have been on this workout journey and I just completed 46 weeks, and I decided that I'm gonna just wait until I actually complete 52 weeks, and then I'll kind of give a little bit of an update on how that went for me. But I can tell you it's pretty good. I definitely enjoy working out now. But I wanted to share what's been going on recently, and I gained weight. Which wasn't by accident. It was definitely on purpose. I definitely just stopped putting the effort in. I went on I didn't really go on cruise control because I didn't stay at the same weight. I just kind of overindulged. So what happened was, I decided that I wanted to start learning how to make pizzas and some of the baked goods that I generally buy boxed. Like mainly it's just like the kids' corn muffins and just snacks and stuff like that, cookies. And I like those things too. Why can't I have any cookies and muffins? Well, I can. I just can't have them every day and every single time. I have to have self-control. I'm a person who has zero self-control. I just can eat the whole thing in one shot, and I seriously lack discipline. So what working out consistently has been showing me is that I actually am disciplined. I'm just a baby about it. Honestly, I'm just a baby. So anyway, I decided last week, because I gained about 4 pounds. So my lowest was 179, but I never was able to maintain it. So I was always kind of fluctuating between 181 and 183. So 183 was sort of like the high, right? And so I did gain a 4 pounds, so I ended up going to 187. And last week, today's Sunday, so last Sunday I got on the scale and it was 186. I had already kind of lost a pound because I was like, all right, I need to stop. I need to really seriously just stop eating, or stop eating like all the good stuff all the time, right? And so what I did was I said, I gotta track. I really don't want to track, but I really need to track. And I was going back and forth trying to convince myself I can do it without tracking, but I really can't. Tracking brings me great success. I don't enjoy doing it. I don't like doing it, but really it just keeps me accountable. It tells me to stop. It is my coach in my weight loss life because I don't have one. So that's what that is for me. I did try to use my Fitness Pal, and I'm just so used to the Carb Manager app when I used to be keto. I'll explain that in a minute. I'm no longer keto, but you can adjust the carbs. You can do all kinds of things with the Carb Manager app. I don't use it to count my carbs anymore. I just use it to count my calories. So I switched back to Carb Manager, and I'm going to show you the last couple days. So I really started tracking, and like even tracking the things that I shouldn't have been eating. I started tracking consistently, I believe, let's see. Okay, so I started tracking. You can see here Thursday, September 16th. So I'm gonna just look at my phone real quick. And I really did try and log everything. Excuse me. Excuse me. I tried to log everything, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you see. And sometimes with dinner, if it's like leftovers, then it's hard for me to track that because everything is sort of like mixed up. But what I did was Well, in the past, I used that as an excuse not to track. But this time I said, nope, I am going to just track it. I'm going to just gauge. So this is more or less what I ate. So 6 ounces of chicken thighs and a cup of vegetables or whatever it is. I just kind of just estimated what I had. And then like I did have, you know, these I've been baking chocolate chip cookies, and what a great snack. Those little chocolate chips. I just put them in a little cup, little container, and I eat them. Yeah, so anyway, so that was Thursday. So Thursday, I was at, trying to figure out really how much I should be eating, what feels right, because I don't always go by what the carb manager kind of lays out for me. I need to make sure that I'm feeling pretty good, but not overdoing it. So I was at 1764. The app tells me to get it to 1593 to lose weight. I think about, let me see, to be at a 14% deficit. So it says, at this rate, you will lose 2.2 pounds per month. So I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty good goal. And I feel good about that. So I realized that I am about 1,700, you know, we'll see. But anyway, so then Friday was really like, okay, I adjusted my goals. So you can see here, I kind of bumped it up to 1667 because I really wanted to get strict. I really wanted to kind of like bring it in and lose this weight, especially the way that I gained, you know, so I can kind of start where I left off. So you can see I did pretty good this day, Friday. I just stuck to oatmeal in the morning. I also did, what did I do? What is this? I think I had toast or something. And then I had leftovers for lunch, meatloaf, and then for dinner, so Friday was kind of tough because I was like not super hungry, but I knew I needed to eat something. My son was going to youth group and I wanted to eat something before. Youth group starts at 7, so I wanted to eat something before I left. So what I did was I just kind of wrapped up some turkey meat and with some lettuce and cheese, and I ate that. So you can kind of see like my dinner was 116 calories, but I did indulge a little bit. I had those granola bars, and that's what really kind of put me to the point where I didn't have a lot of room for dinner, or I chose not to have a lot of room for dinner. But anyway, still not bad. I got to 1622, and yeah, and I actually came home and I just didn't even so this is what I do. This is my trick, okay? And this may not work for you guys, but this is what works for me when I'm like serious and I really need to like fight the temptation. So I'm very, very weak when it comes to discipline. I'm just weak. And for me, I spend most of my days in the kitchen. So it's very difficult for me. So when I dropped my son, I stayed at the church and I was able to do some reading, but I got home around almost 10 o'clock and I wasn't hungry, but I wanted to have something. And since I left my husband and my other two home, I was like, I know they were in the kitchen. My husband made something to eat. What I did was I just went right up to my room and prepared myself for bed. I didn't even go in the kitchen. Yes, I woke up Saturday morning and it was a little messy, but it just wasn't worth it. I was on a mission. So that's my trick. I just sometimes just leave the kitchen and don't return and deal with the consequences in the morning. It's worth it for me. It really is. So Saturday, I kind of, I went over a little bit, but that was okay. 1,700. As long as I'm under 2,000, like, I'm good. I can still lose weight staying under 2,000 calories. I've done it before, or I've counted up to 2,000 before, and I'm still able to see some weight loss. So I do know that I can kind of get away with it. But I want to lose this weight. like, I don't want to play around anymore. So you can kind of see. So I, you know, had my oatmeal. I just stuck to oatmeal for breakfast. I had a hot dog. I was sort of like, I stopped being picky. I knew I needed to eat certain things before they went bad. So I just kind of had 2 hot dogs, one with the bun, one without. And I had then a salad for dinner. Did I have a salad? No, I had a turkey and cheese sandwich for dinner with bread and everything like that. And I had the granola bar. If I just stayed away from the granola bar, then, oh, and you see I made banana cake, okay? And I had a piece. Whatever, and I had the chocolates. So you can kind of see where I went over, why I went over, and I feel pretty good about it. So when I woke up this morning, I am down. I lost about 5 pounds. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to do my real weigh-in. I do weigh in when I weigh myself first thing in the morning. But first thing in the morning for me is like around 4, between 4 and 4:30. I think it's, what time is it now? It's 4:51 now. And I typically like to count my real weight loss after I work out. So I'm going to get ready to work. I'm going to work out soon. But I did want to share with you guys that I am no longer keto. And I think I might have shared that before. But I'm no longer keto. I found that keto was great. I enjoyed keto. I enjoyed eating I do miss a bullet coffee. And I enjoyed all of that. But what was happening was, I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I'll share it again one day. But I was not diagnosed with any eating disorder, but I would find myself like going in sometimes, like really like going in, and like no self-control. Just like in one day, just eat like 4 or 5 bagels like back to back with just butter, just bagels and butter, and like room temperature butter on a bagel, and I would have like 4. Okay, I know that sounds very surprising, but that was and it was like that for a long time. And I still have those tendencies, so I have to be very, very careful. And nighttime is the enemy for me. The nighttime is the worst because I can't control myself. I just, and I'm not going to sit here and try and push myself to fight through this temptation. I'm just gonna go to bed. Whatever it looks like last night, I did really well. I was really close to my goal calorie count, and I saw that I was over a little bit, and I knew I had enough to eat. So I just decided to leave the kitchen as it was. It's messy. I'm about to get in here now and do what I need to do, but it pays off sometimes. I don't always do that typically. I can get the kitchen cleaned up pretty early and not have to wait. But yesterday was a long day and just hanging out with the kids, doing some things, and so I just didn't get around to it. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, that I'm doing well. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm no longer keto. Oh, so I am low calorie. Or I'm just counting calories. I'm just really just counting calories, figuring out what low is for me. And I guess I shouldn't say low. I should say, what is my deficit to get me to my weight loss goals? And right now I'm seeing that this is sort of like a rapid. I lost the weight that I gained. So now the hard work really begins. So we'll see this week. I'm going to update you guys. We'll see this week how it goes. But I am back to, well, when I weighed myself this morning, I was like 181. I don't think I'll be losing any more weight this morning. But sometimes your weight fluctuates in the morning. So that's why I just kind of count after the workout. I just feel better. I sweat. I'm like, oh, maybe I lost a pound or 2. But usually it's like a couple of like point something, you know. But anyway, so I am doing well with counting my calories. I don't want to do it. I don't enjoy doing it. It really requires me to stop and think and log things in when I have so many other things I can do. I just want to whip up my meal and just eat it and not think about it anymore. But that's what hurt me. So I'm going to be using this as a tool to hold myself accountable because I don't have anyone else holding me accountable. I don't have a friend. I don't have a coach. And you may not either. And that's really, I guess, another thing I want to share with you guys is sometimes having a partner in this can be a crutch, because I depended on people to do things with me, and when people would fall off or I wasn't getting the encouragement that I needed, then I was kind of left and stuck. So I really spent this last almost year encouraging myself, pushing myself, using the YouTube to help me, using my tracking to help me, and realizing that I need to do this for myself. It's great to have people. And sometimes, like, I have my sister who works out with me and we kind of hold each other accountable, but I'm a bit more, I have a bit more obsessive personality. So sometimes I go in hard, and I don't have that same energy meeting me from someone else. So, and that's okay. I had to kind of get over that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will be back to share more with you guys. I do need to update my homeschooling. I know someone had a question. I need to answer that question. And, but yeah, I do look forward to sharing. Maybe I'll do that today when I get home from church. It's going to be a long day at church, but yeah. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon.